Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to a new video. Now, as 99% of you who are wrestling fans are aware, yesterday Stephanie and Shane, about, for me, 9 o'clock Eastern time in the morning, they announced that on July 11th, Smackdown will be going live. And not only did they announce that Smackdown's going live, but they said that there'll be distinct rosters. And everybody thought it was a brand split, and then later in the day it got announced that SmackDown and Raw are going to be splitting rosters for each one. We don't know what they're going to do with the titles, but I have predictions of what I've just heard around the world of wrestling. So pretty much the draft is going to take place to determine the two rosters on July 11th on Raw, and apparently NXT call-ups are going to be allowed to be in it. They're either going to be in the draft or they're going to come up before the draft, and that SmackDown's going to go live the next week on July 19th on Tuesdays. So if you think of it, that's 5 hours of wrestling a week, live wrestling, because before we just had SmackDown, which you could easily read the spoilers, you didn't have to watch it. So you got Raw on Monday for 3 hours, SmackDown on Tuesday for 2 hours, 8 to 10, and then you got NXT. If you watch NXT, you got NXT as well. I think it's 2 hours. It's either 2 hours or an hour. I haven't watched any of the shows. I've only watched the takeovers. And then on pay-per-views, you get Sunday, 3.5 hours. So that is a total of almost 10 hours of wrestling, which is great, but it's going to be very time consuming as well. I was just scrolling on the dirt sheets, and apparently Vince is very, very pumped for this new enlightenment that's going to be happening, where he's going to be splitting the two brands. Obviously, Shane and Stephanie are going to take over each one separately. Don't know who's going to take over which one yet. But apparently creative plans are going to change before July. So I'm assuming after Money in the Bank, because we don't got much time before Money in the Bank to do anything drastic. But creative plans, he stated saying creative plans will be changing before July, so probably expect after Money in the Bank. And there's huge talk that Cena is going to go to SmackDown and Roman Reigns is going to stay on Raw. The reason Cena will be going to SmackDown is because he's still the face of the company, but they want to build the rising stars, I guess you would call them, up as the new era. So Cena on SmackDown would make sense, and plus he's going to be when it comes down to the title separation, it all plays in. They're talking about bringing back 2 world championships. Don't know what they're going to do. Don't know if we're going to get the big gold belt. People are saying they want the Eagle belt back. Either way, don't know how that's going to work out, because before, the Raw championship was more important than the SmackDown championship. So I don't know. It could go well. It could not go well. We'll just have to wait and see. And from what I gathered, the championships are going to be split up this way. The women's title is going to stay on Raw, but women can compete on both shows. The tag team titles are going to stay on Raw, but teams can compete on both shows. The IC title is going to stay on Raw, and the US title will be on SmackDown, because why have all the titles on Raw and no titles on SmackDown? I don't know if they're going to bring back a second tag team championship. They haven't said anything yet. So if they do, we'll obviously have one on SmackDown, one on Raw. And there's rumored that Cena will be fighting Rusev for the United States Championship when he gets back. And if he has a championship with the US title on SmackDown, he would obviously be on SmackDown with the open challenges. What does it mean? It could go bad. It could go great. It could be a good thing. When I first got into wrestling, it was during the brand split era, I guess you could call it, when SmackDown, when Batista and The Undertaker were in charge of SmackDown, and you had Triple H, and John Cena was just starting, and all those guys in charge of Raw. So when I started, I was used to the brand split. And then when I got back into it, I didn't realize there wasn't a brand split. I knew there was one championship, but I didn't know how they did it. And I eventually found out. So with it going live every Friday, every Wednesday, starting July 20th, there will be a Smackdown review. Why not? We do one for Raw. We would do one for pay-per-views. We'll do one for SmackDown. The only reason I don't do it now is because it's live and I can just read the spoilers. I haven't watched SmackDown in a while. Not that I don't have time. It's just I just read the spoilers if I want to know what happens. Spoiler alert. Actually, I mean, yeah. It's out in the public for you to read. Like, I don't even need to watch the show in 5 hours from when I'm recording this. That Alberto Del Rio is going to be in the Money in the Bank, and there's also rumors like they only did one Money in the Bank, on SmackDown. There's people want Bray Wyatt to be the last member and for him to win it. I would love Bray Wyatt to win it. I'm okay with anybody winning it. What I would like to see for Money in the Bank is Dean Ambrose win it and cash in on that night, and then we have a Shield triple threat for the title. But that's not going to happen. But yeah, we're going to have SmackDown review on Wednesdays, Raw review on Tuesdays, pay-per-view review on Mondays, and yeah, we will go from there. I got a few more video ideas in my mind that I want to try out, so expect different videos coming soon. But that was it. I just wanted to make a little update and give people that weren't aware, which most of you should be, or probably are. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Counselor Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.